Welcome back, everyone. We're talking to a god.
Oh my gosh, I do that all the time.
It was not so long ago that conflict between us led to disaster in your world, and the death of one of our number. Memory is but an image we create to make sense of the present. It carries no truth or meaning but what we ascribe. A slight alteration to it is a small price to pay for peace.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm scared. I don't want her to be mad at me,
Just
but
pick whatever.
I think it's wrong to deceive him. I expected better from a god.
Memory deceives. It distorts. It reimagines. This is no different.
It seems
Is it
kind of
Andra?
like a cop-out, Andra.
Yeah.
The peace between the gods is already fragile. It will not withstand another shock.
I want to ask you about something else.
You may ask.
What does it matter if something is remembered or forgotten? It's in the past either case. In either case.
Memories are the spirits of the past. You of all people should know their sway on the present, Watcher.
Memories? Spirits? Don't look at me. I'm perfectly sane.
Create more spirits.
Yeah.
They are ours to bear whether we care to or not.
Mortals measure the worth of their lives in memory. Who will remember me? How long until I am forgotten? Memory governs every thought, informs every choice. It can fuel passion, understanding, love, or it can create obsession, madness. You have seen it plague many souls in your travels. Consider the old Watcher who inherited unspeakable crimes from birth. Or the young woman who committed herself to Brackenbury for love of things she remembered she had. Or the fisherman whose life became a sentence the day he killed his sister.
I'm remembering all these, too.
Yeah, me too.
Or the Glanvilden boy for whom an old medallion was worth more than all the fruits of his labors. They could be free from their burdens, if only they could forget.
I do like this. This is like a very...
It's very philosophical.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
Their problems go deeper than memory. Simply forgetting does not make them go away.
For some, perhaps. But for many, the memory is all that remains of it. The fires of Cold Morn died long ago, yet vengeance still burns in this construct's mind.
Ooh.
That's true.
What is vengeance but a fire fueled by memory that consumes the soul?
A fun way to kill time.
Hey, devil.
Good.
Cold Morn is not but a memory now. If it no longer intruded on her thoughts, no longer haunted her dreams, she could live a life of her choosing.
Kind of with two, though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
all our memories, like, kind of define who we become.
Yeah. Cold Morn is part of her identity now. It gives her purpose.
So often do we confuse memory with identity. But memory is who we believe we were, not who we actually are. She would have a different identity now, a more peaceful existence, if she could forget what led her down this path.
But I would lose my favorite conversation starter.
Even when problems have run their course, memory can be the stone that sinks you into the abyss.
Wow, we're smart. We've like, look at this sentence.
Yeah, jeez. What? I guess we should say that probably.
Sure.
Let me see. Be that as it may, I must reject your moral paradigm because it engenders an incomplete conception of the good that fails to consider the importance of testing the soul.
Whew.
Woo!
That is words I could not string together.
I did it.
Indeed. And what has led you to conclude you know better than a god, mortal?
Here's another one. Your supposition that peace of mind is tantamount to the overall good is a flawed premise. Empirically, we know that struggle and inner turmoil strengthen the soul as often as they strangle it.
That hardly sounds like an improvement on inner peace. Is that the extent of your
This just keeps going.
No, actually, I submit to you that life is a framework to test the soul, and that an untested soul withers from disuse. Consequently, it is better to test the soul in order that it should thrive. If it breaks, it is no worse off than if it were not tested at all.
Your reasoning is interesting, mortal. Perhaps there is something to it.
Cool.
Sweet, I changed the god's mind.
Simply do good. Those broken souls that fail your test, those are the ones I love most. For no other god will have them.
Oh,
What small mercies they ask of me, I will always grant. Was there something else, mortal?
let's just keep arguing.
That was fun.
That was. So what do you mean that the forge is meant to be
It
forgotten?
was never meant for mortal use. Such power, such truths lie within it. It can bring only ruin. When the Pargrunen came to the White March, they were peaceful. They shared common beliefs and purpose. Their visions for the Forge tore them apart. You have seen this for yourself.
I did.
It's like greed.
They
Yes.
would have destroyed themselves in the end.
Interesting.
I see your point.
I mourned the loss of the Pargrunen. Misfortune brought them here. They did not deserve to end so soon.
I'm gonna need you to call off the island.
If you could, please,
if
and
that's
thanks.
alright.
On the contrary, mortal, their work must continue. Far too much was uncovered while they lay dormant.
They draw attention to the very things you wish hidden. In my dreams, I've seen them swarming over the Deerwood.
Those who know too much of the White Forge will be washed clean from Aora. And then the Eyeless shall rest once more.
Yeah.
This isn't some lone tribe of dwarves. The Forge sees visitors from all over now. The Eyeless will tear the Deerwood apart. It will never be forgotten.
Sea life around you
God.
stirs back and forth, agitated and restless.
Oh, jeez.
Even if it is as you say, there is nothing that can be done.
I doubt.
You're a god, aren't
Yeah.
you?
The Eyeless do not think for themselves. They have only the purpose that is given to them.
Okay,
do not
you
stop
told
until
us
the
that you
purpose
gave
is
them a new
fulfilled.
purpose.
Yeah, right?
They will
So,
not change course now for me or anyone. I am sorry.
Well,
this was your doing. You must intervene.
The interventions of gods seldom work out in anyone's favor. Our touch is too heavy. The world crumbles beneath it. It is why we so often enlist the help of mortals. They execute our wishes with greater care. I have done far too much already.
Okay, well, Kyoto said they could be called off.
Only if those they pursue are no longer a threat. The Raid Sarens were stopped before they could take the White Forge. In your case, Watcher, you are well beyond that now. And if what you say is true, then the Deerwood is as well.
If you won't stop them, then I will.
yeah.
Your determination is commendable. But the eyeless number in the thousands. You will need more than strength or luck.
Help us, please.
Right? Yeah, the help of a god would be most welcome.
I will give you what aid I can. I bade the eyeless to remain hidden when at rest. They are gathered in the hollow of a great rock, splintered from Aeoni Brother. It lies in a flooded crater known as Kairin's Scar. Know, too, that they were built to answer the call of their master's hammer. When they hear it strike, they come to its aid.
And we have a piece of that hammer now?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
If you were to take that piece of
Well.
the hammer from here and reshape it in Abaddon's forge into a likeness of the original, you might be able to call them to you. But destroying them would be another matter. I know of one way, but only from the center of the Lion's Den. Only with their master's hammer in your service.
Well, that's
If
convenient.
you can do all
Yeah,
this,
right.
if you can reshape what remains of Abaddon's hammer and bring it inside their lair, I can instruct you there on what you would need to do.
I will do what I can.
And I will see you through when the time comes.
Forget this!
That sucks. Okay, well, I will remake the hammer in the White Forge and stop the eyeless.
If you do not, be assured, they will come for you as they did for the Pargrunen.
An uneasy turbulence disturbs the calm like an unwelcome thought.
Careful as you
Ah,
approach
folks,
the
we're gonna
lake.
experience some turbulence here.
When I cleared the eyes, I made sure they would not be discovered while they slept. Many of my most devoted followers stand watch there. They will not allow you near.
Oh, good.
And there's
Crazies.
something far worse. Something more fearsome and dangerous than any eyeless.
You can't just have that. in
Yeah,
casual.
seriously, I'm kind of curious.
What is it? Oh, come on.
In place of an answer, a sudden surge in the current from beneath sends you hurtling upward. The surface above you approaches fast, shifting and glimmering like quicksilver. You emerge soaking wet on the stone floor of the reliquary, gasping for breath as if you've been holding it for hours.
Thanks a lot, Andra. Lots of help.
Woo!
Yeah, see, look up at his head.
Oh,
Yeah,
that!
it's a giant meteorite.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, no, it's not moon-sized, but it crushed a giant skull.
I wonder what this leads to then. Okay, I'm gonna check this one first, because I might just go back inside,
Okay.
and then I'll check that one really quick.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Kana's back.
Oh, sweet.
The hunt for Nidin's remains proved difficult. The Glanfathans lied incessantly to cover for those who were responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And Orlin, can you pronounce that for me, please?
Oh. Brishalgwin.
There we go.
Duh.
And Orlin Christ helped Kana sort the truth out, eventually recovering every part of the dead murderer's body. Though the Glanfathans were more than willing to lie about what they had done, none of them turned violent when Kana and the Christ confronted them. And Anamfoth ordered the Christ to bury the body in a new location that was less well-traveled than the paths near Cleabon Releg. Upon returning to Cadnois, I don't even remember what this quest was about. Don't remember at
Well,
all.
that's good.
What do you get?
Oh, cool. We got a finger.
You got grants Mind Lance once per rest and
Dang.
plus 3 con.
Well,
Cool.
it's finger looking good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, now I just want KFC.
Okay. Go
I
get
haven't
it.
had that in forever.
I know, right? I forget that it exists sometimes.
It's just because Azel's exists.
Oh, Azel's is so great.
Yeah, it's like every time I think about, oh, KFC would be good, I'm like, but wait, Azel's would be better.
I'm sad because I don't know where a lot of our viewers are from, but
It's like a Washington
Azel's
thing.
is a pretty local thing, I think. So
Yeah, I don't think it's outside of Washington
I
State.
don't think so.
Azel's,
Well,
or what's the other name for it?
Heaven Sent Fried Chicken.
They, it's a weird story. As far as I know, you may have heard differently, but
Yeah.
it was owned by one guy and his wife.
Yeah.
And they split up. And one of them, I forget which one, got to keep the name Azel's.
The wife did.
Wife did, okay, and that was
Yeah.
the original name. So the other guy renamed.
But so yeah, the guy that actually started it, he owns Heaven Sent, like fried chicken or whatever it's called now.
Was this door locked before?
I
Because we've
think
been here, and I'm like, how could we not gone up there before?
it may have been.
We must. It
I know
must
that
have
there
been.
was one door that we tried and didn't do anything. So
I mean, if it wasn't, we could have just skipped the entire dungeon.
yeah, and we would have tried it. So
Yeah.
anywho,
Let's check the other stairs.
yeah. No, but their chicken's really, really
Oh
good.
my god! Yeah. This one
So
was for some
yummy,
fried
and they have
chicken.
they have all sorts of cool stuff. They have okra and gizzards and all the southern specialties.
A friend of mine at one of my old works always, actually a couple of them, like would always get like a big thing of the gizzards, and it always sounded gross to me. I've never had them. Like,
I
what?
don't think I've ever had gizzards either, but it's like a thing. People eat them.
Oh, I know it's a thing. I have no idea like what they taste like or what.
I think for me, it's just I have such a vague concept of what a gizzard is.
Yeah.
It seems like a weird organ that I don't want to eat.
Oh, so this leads to the outskirts of the Abbey, and we can head
Oh, okay.
straight to the foundry in Durgan's Battery.
Oh wow, okay. Is that what we want to do right now?
Sure, why not? There's a few other side quests we still have to do in the White March, but I don't think we're going to lose access to them just if we like finish the main story.
I don't know. I mean, we've got to forge the hammer. It doesn't mean the story's going to be over right away. If
True.
it's like any other story,
And then we have to take it to like their lair, so
Yeah.
I imagine that's
if
gonna
it's
be...
like any other mission in this, it's like you do this thing. Now you have to do 30 other things.
I don't know. Eventually the DLC is going to come to an end, and
I
then,
know.
and then we'd be back at the main quest.
And then we just won't know what to do with ourselves.
I know. Can you imagine what
How'd we get here?
it's going to be like once we actually finish?
No, it's gonna be crazy.
Ugh, I don't even know what I'll think.
I don't think I've played a game this long before.
We looked at our, yeah. We were looking at the time in Steam that we played this, and while not all of that's recorded because we had to like occasionally redo stuff, or just like loading screens or like being on the pause menu or whatever, it's still like over 90 hours.
It was like 90, like almost 95, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Incredible heat ripples upward from the white forge and laps against your exposed skin. Your skin burns off because it's so fucking hot.
You were the chosen one! Wait.
The fragment of Abaddon's hammer grows warm in your hands as if in recognition. It's only a fraction of the size of the original, but there is metal enough to create a hammer fit for a person of your size to wield. In this forge, the fragment could be shaped anew.
Do it!
I'm doing it!
Aw, yeah.
You call to mind every memory you have witnessed of the great hammer. The images coalesce and take shape in your mind's eye. You know every curve, every engraving. Even as a shapeless lump of metal, you can see the fragment for what it's meant to become. The fragment is slow to heat, even in the white forge, and quick to cool as you work it against the anvil. Sweat drizzles down your body and puddles at your feet. We're like an Orlon druid. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, just because we're a watcher. Whatever.
Your arm grows sore with each swing of your forge hammer until you can barely lift it. Minutes turn to hours. As Abaddon's hammer begins to take shape, the ring of your own hammer against it takes on a familiar tone, one you have heard in your dreams. With each strike, an image flashes in your mind. It's hazy at first, but it gains detail as the hammer begins to resemble the original. Over time, the image becomes a frozen landscape centered around a crater lake. Eyeless patrol its frozen surface in droves, and this can only be the place Andra described, Kayron's Scar. The eyeless pause here and there when you strike and look up as though hearing the echo on the wind.
Yeep.
In the distance, as more details appear, you can see other landmarks. Stalwarts, Durgan's Battery, and you understand where the lake lies on the White March, where you must take this hammer.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, with the careful etching of the last detail with your chisel, the hammer is completed. No sooner do you make the final mark than you feel the pure, radiant energy pulsating from within it like a mechanical heartbeat. There is an indescribable beauty to its shape and the weighting in the design. It feels as if this is the realization of the metal's purpose.
It is.
You take up the hammer and its power rushes over you in waves, and it shakes your body so hard you nearly drop to your knees. The tremor passes, but the surge of power remains. The hair on your arm stands on end. In your hands is a faithful recreation of a divine instrument.
Dang. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, everyone's check this out.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Now hold. Incredible.
Grieving Mother's like,
Adolf's like standing on top of us. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Hey, people.
Hey.
Yeah, I forgot I like this music.
Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, hey guys.
Oh, it's the ogres.
How's it going?
I've heard enough.
Deerin.
Huh. The sound of an
Wengra.
argument reach you from the stairs. Darian, I think, marches into the room, arms crossed, while Wengra bounds along beside him.
Who was
Or behind
Darian?
him. I don't remember.
This threatens all of us now.
Matron Barragan lumbers after Darian and Wengra, flanked by two stout ogres.
She's right. We've got to fight together.
Oh, Derek. That was the guy the other watcher.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
You also recognize Derek following them. His shoulders are rigid and his arms are clasped in front of him. Oh, Wengra. Okay, yeah, she was the exploding person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sees you and points at
Points.
you.
Darian, she'll tell ya. We can stop him.
It's true.
Tension crackles in the air. Darren whirls and cuts Wengra off with a chopping motion.
Cuts her in
She's
half.
seen them. She knows better.
What's going on, you
They
guys?
killed a whole crew of hunters out in the wood. Tore them apart like dolls, insects.
Okay.
Okay.
Something like the creatures that attacked my fort, perhaps?
Dun dun dun.
Barragan mutters something to her escort and they snort in agitation.
I told
Snort.
you. All we gotta do is get him in range of these cannons, and then we blast him.
Yeah, that worked for the dwarves.
Yeah, totally.
We don't even know what they are.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm a smarty pants.
Everyone turns to look at you.
Hmm.
But what they are isn't important.
I'm not gonna tell you guys. Okay. They sent them as punishment for your bickering.
Yep.
They're known as the Eyeless.
The destruction my dreams warned me of.
We have a
Oh
few-
yeah, because she's a watcher.
She's pretty,
too,
yeah, they're
right?
both like kind of watchers.
Okay.
Suddenly she rounds on Wengra and Darian.
And your greed and recklessness have brought them on us all.
She rolls her shoulders back and bares her teeth at the two villagers. Rage hangs around her like a musk.
Stinky.
Darian and Wengra each take a step back and square off against the ogres.
You burning our village didn't help matters none.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
It wasn't my clan that attacked you.
No difference. One ogre stinks as bad as the next.
Let's see. What's gonna calm everybody down?
This one. Shut up.
Enough, you're all idiots arguing over ancient history. I don't want to actually say that right now.
Yeah. Kind of want to, but nah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess number 1. Calm down, everyone. None of that matters now. Oh, grumble, grumble, grumble.
Yep, lots of grumbling.
I came to offer my clan's help.
Oh.
Yeah, see it? They're all
White
coming to,
March
like,
has been our
form
home for
together.
centuries. We'll defend it alongside you.
Your aid would be welcome.
Hey. I'm glad that even though we still killed like 90% of her clan, she's our friend.
My clan comes to help you. There's only 2 of
Yeah,
us.
this is all of us.
This other guy over here is not even from our clan.
We had
He's
to
like,
recruit him.
"Shh, my secret!
He's actually 3 elves in a suit.
From the Little Rascals. Wait.
She presents an ancient banded horn in both of her calloused hands, holding it out to you.
Sound it anywhere in the White March, and 3 of my best warriors will be at your side.
3.
Your
That's still
battles
cool.
become ours.
I guess, but I mean, how many Islas can you take
What?
out?
Yeah.
That's the important question right now.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Fringe.
Well, that was a good conversation.
What's your plan for dealing with them exactly?
You know what? I think we should talk about our plan next time.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right.
Okay, guys.
Next time we're gonna figure it out.
Yes, so much plot.
Yep. It's getting crazy.
Bye, everyone.